How's it going, everybody? This is Mike Corson with MHC Knives, and I'm making this video to show that I got my first blade ground out. And what I did was I used a 1095 high carbon steel I got from Jant Supply. The piece I got this knife cut out of it, and I got enough left for a couple small knives, and it was 19 bucks. It was annealed already, so I got this ready to where I want to heat treat it. It's 5/32 thick. I got my hole drills for my pins. I ground it on a 1x30 sander, and trying to. And for my first one, this is the first blank I've ever ground. I did it freehand on a Harbor Freight 1x30. So, the plunge lines are pretty even. They need to be touched up a little bit. One's a little. They're not off by a whole lot, but it's nice and straight down through the spine. It tapers down nice. So, I hope I didn't get it too thin for a heat treat, but we'll find out. This is a learning process. So, but using the little 1x30 sander, doing it freehand. I didn't use any template or nothing, no jig. So, the knife fits your hand good, or fits you good right there, or you can choke up on it. Got a little finger choil there. You can choke up on it. So, it's got about a 4 3/4 inch blade to the plunge line, and it's about 10 1/4 inches overall. So, it's a nice. I made this for like a, out in the woods knife. You can use it for all kinds of stuff when you go camping, whatever. I'll make a leather sheath for it because I'm learning how to do that too. So, but the scales I'm gonna put on it are these right here. I already got it traced out. So, it's a mahogany. So we'll get those going. But yeah. So this was enjoyable. I took it and traced it out on a piece of steel, cut it out with an angle grinder and a cutoff wheel. To rough cut out. Then I, cleaned it up some with a flap wheel on the grinder. Then I put it on a 60 grit belt on the 1x30 and got it down to where I wanted it. And then when I brought it in, I did some cleanup with the Dremel in here because it's hard to get that on the. But yeah, it was really good. I mean, for my first one, I'm happy that it's coming out like it is. I actually think this side is a little better than the other side, but after I heat treat it, I'll clean it up and see if I can't get it to come out a little better. But I mean, hey, I'm not complaining. I'll go with that for the first one I've ever done. So, but let me show you. This David Yellowhorse knife. I got the custom David Yellowhorse blade. I got the bird's eye maple scales on it. Still need to do some profiling to it and some finishing up, but I got to put the pins in it, brass pins in it, so I'm just waiting for them to glue up. So that's that. And yeah, I'm working on a sheath like this one. This is a little leather sheath I'm working on. I still have to sew this right here, sew it together right here. But I've already sewn on the back part of it, the strap. Need to put some more dye on it. But there's the belt strap. That's going to go with my little this little knife right here. I still got to put the pins in that and finish it up, but it's getting there. It's pretty good. But it'll fit this. It fits this beautiful. This knife fits the sheath fits this knife. So, once I get this all cleaned up, polished up, and everything, it'll be wonderful. I get this sewed up. and then I'll, wet it down and get it formed up to the knife. It's all right. So that's that. I got a knife I want to show you. It's an import knife, but it's a pretty nice knife. This is it's like a little Skinner knife made by a company, Elk Ridge, and if you can see the deer stamped into it, it's got a burl handle on it. But it's a nice sharp knife. Got a pretty decent leather sheath with it. But it's just a knife that I picked up. I actually used to sell knives. I still do from time to time, production knives, and I'm a dealer with a lot of knife companies, so I pick stuff up from time to time. But I thought that was it for a nice little high polished stainless. It's 440 stainless. So these Elk Ridge knives, they're really high quality import knife, and they're not that much money. You can pick them up relatively cheap. So that's what I'm working on now. So, but some of my tools that I got the 1x30 Harbor Freight sander, and I got a 4.5-inch Harbor Freight angle grinder, and I picked up off of Craigslist a 9-inch Delta bandsaw, and that works beautiful. I read a lot of people having tracking problems and different issues with that saw, but I found out with talking to the guy that I bought it from and reading some stuff that people are not setting them up right, and that's why they're having tracking issues. I set them up just like the book says. Well, except for the bearing blocks, I did something the guy that owned it told me. So, but it worked beautiful. I've cut out I cut out these on it. These handles right here. And I cut up some other wood I have for handles. So, it cut beautiful. And let's see what else. Is there anything else? No. Alright, well, I just wanted to show this right here. My first blade got the holes drilled easily, so now I'm ready to heat treat this. I don't think I got it too thin for the heat treat. So until the next time, this is Mike at MHC Knives, and I'm out of here.